Rabotai, good morning. In the Shulchan Aruch, in Simon 46 in Halacha 1, the Shulchan Aruch says, we are moving on to the next step when it comes to the Birchot HaShachar. The Shulchan Aruch says, Kishunu'el mina alav. When a person puts on his shoes, Yevarech, he has to say the blessing of Sha'asali kol torki. He has to say the blessing of that Hashem is the one that has provided me with everything I need. Now, if you pay close attention to the bracha of Sha'asali kol torki, in any other bracha, it speaks about the present. Speak about Pokech, even that Hashem opens the blind. He opens the eyes of the blind, it's now. Malbish Arumim, he clothes the naked now. He does everything now. Matzir Asurim, that Hashem, he unbounds the people that are bound. Everything is in the present. However, when it comes to the bracha of Sha'asali kol torki, it goes on the past. Whatever Hashem has done for me in the past, not in the present. Rabotai, we have to understand, why is this stated in such a language? Comes the Gaon Rabbi Shlomo Kluger, Allah Shalom, and he says something very important. When it comes to the bracha of Sha'asali kol torki, he's letting us know that Borei Olam asali kol mas sha'ani tzarich, that Hashem does for me everything that I need. When we wake up in the morning, we have our plans, we have our goals, we have things that we think we're going to be able to take care of. But Rabotai, not everything is good for you. Not everything is good for you. So that's why we say the bracha of Sha'asali kol torki, he did for me everything that I actually needed. This comes to teach us, Rabotai, that the previous day should remind you, when you wake up in the next day, that Hashem is the one that does everything and anything, and you have no control over it. All you can do is try. Like it says in the Chumash, Rabotai, B'zet apecha tochal lechem. Right? Adam Arisha was cursed that with the sweat of your face or the sweat of your brow, that's how you're going to go out and you're going to eat the bread. That's the most you can do, is just try. You have to put in your hishtadlut. But Rabotai, when it comes to the outcome is not in your hands. It's what Hashem says, that what I see fit for you, that's exactly what I'm going to do for you. That's what, Rabotai, when we say the bracha of Sha'asali kol torki, understanding that it's not only, Rabotai, going on the shoes, which is a very important factor, because the Gemara says a person has to sell everything in his house just to put on shoes. Right? It's very important to have shoes on. Nevertheless, Rabbi Shlomo Kluger says the bracha of Sha'asali kol torki goes on the past to teach us that Hashem provides for everything that we actually need, and He will not give you something which is unnecessary. In the Sefer Ve'en Lamo Mishra, we are moving on to the next topic. Today we want to speak about if you have two brothers. One of you have an older brother, let's say he's 24, and you have a brother, and you have a younger brother that is 18 years old. Can the younger brother get married before the older brother? Or are we going to say it is not a derech eretz? That's what he wants to go and he wants to discuss today. Rabotai, he says like this. He says it is not derech eretz that a younger brother go before the older brother. However, you should know, he brings down over here. But when we look into the halakha and the Shulchan Aruch and Even HaEzer, there is a mitzvah on every single guy to bring children to the world. He has a mitzvah of being pru'urvu, boy and a girl. So what? I'm going to wait until my brother gets married. I have a mitzvah to do. Derech eretz cannot hold me back from doing mitzvot. So therefore he says, according to the letter of the law, the younger brother is allowed to get married. Why? Because he has to do the mitzvah pru'urvu. When it comes to mitzvot, Rabotai, we don't look at what's right or what's wrong. Meaning we don't look at derech eretz. Artur, ani masbir lecha kacha. Look at this example. Your mother-in-law invites you to the beach, correct? Or she invites you to a party you're not supposed to be. What do you tell me? Derech eretz kadma leTorah, correct? Only stupid people think like that. Why? Because the Torah doesn't allow you to be there. Halacha doesn't allow you to be there. If I'm not allowed to be there, derech eretz does not apply. A lot of times you have people, they shake hands with women in Miljon. Ani gorat odam giri. Right? Derech eretz. What derech eretz? You're not allowed to touch another woman. Halacha doesn't allow you. Same thing over here. Even though it's derech eretz to have your older brothers to get married, first, he should have thought of that when he was 18 years old. People don't understand that in the Shulchan Aruch and Even HaEzer, the mitzvah, Rabotai, according to the letter of the law, How old do you have to be, Ephraim, when you have to get married?
18.
Who said 13? How do you know 13?
Because you're a man.
Very good. You're right. Very good. You're right. Rabotai, according to the letter of the Lord, did you know that or not? We over here, our 13-year-old children, we baby. Oh, don't say nothing wrong. Oh, they're gonna get upset. They might leave out. Yeah, but Jigarik, you know me, 13 years old to get married. You have any idea? We were staying the other day in my house with my parents. So my mom tells my children, at 16 and a half, she was married. At 17 and a half, she already had me. Today, Rabotai, girls at 25, they don't know what they want still. They're still looking for the, what do you call that, Jigari? Ideal husband. Ideal husband is in prison, always on time, never late, doesn't complain, doesn't fight. What ideal husband? You're right, it's the 13 years old. You're right, 13 years old. Why is it 13 years old? Just like you have a mitzvah putting on tefillin, Kriya, Shema, all the mitzvot mitzvahs start at 13 years old. So really you have to get married at 13 years old. You have to do the mitzvah pro rule. Nevertheless, comes the Shulchan Aruch and he says, what do the Chachamim do, Ilya? You can't just get married. So they gave you 5 years, Yitzchak, to go ahead and learn Torah. Learn Torah, build yourself a house. 5 years. At 18, you have to get married. At 18. Rabotai, after 20, Hashem curses the person that's not married after 20. Every single day that he doesn't try to get married, he's cursed. Oh, this is no good for me. This is no good for me. She's too short. She's too fat. She's too this. Rabotai, come on. The pitche to show up to how much, what age can a person complain? Up to the age of 24, not more. At 24, you already have to settle. Even if it's a dog, you have to settle. No, it's not, Rabotai. People have to get married. Look at the Shidduch crisis. Look what's going on. But this is it, Rabotai. People have to understand that if you have children, that a guy, the brother's old and then he has a younger brother, and the younger brother's going to get married at 18, 17, I don't care. And he says, no, I still didn't. That's your problem. When it comes to Rabotai, mitzvot, we don't wait for anybody. That's how it works. Halakha says you have to get married, you have to get married. It's not nice. What are people going to say? People are going to say, they're going to say whether you like it or not. Now, comes Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Auerbach and he says this older brother should have in his heart to be able to forgive his younger brother to get married. Why? Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Auerbach, he brings down over here a beautiful parable. He says, it happens sometimes, Ili, you know, well, maybe not your house. You have to find my house, really my house. Say if I forgot the key, because you could go through the window. People that have mansions, how you going to climb up the window? You're going to need like 60 feet at the ladder to get up there, no? But Ephraim, you forgot the key to your door, right? It happens. You know, we have automatic doors. You tell the kids, don't forget the key. They forget the key inside. They come out. The door is locked. Who do you send in the house first?
My wife.
Your wife. Can somebody record that? No, I'm joking. Who do you send the smallest child? Because he's the smallest, going to be able. Yeah, you pick him up, you throw him inside. He goes, he opens the door, and then everybody comes in. Comes Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Auerbach and he says, if a person is able to forgive his younger brother and he allows him to get married first, he is like that petah, he's like that entrance. He's going to be able to open for you the door so you should be able to find your zivug. That's what Rabotai is very important to allow the younger brothers to get married if you still did not get married. Baruch Adonai Olam, Amen v'Amen. Rabbi Chanan ben Akash Omer, Ratzah HaKadosh Baruch Hu lezakot Yisrael lefi chachir